As many of us are getting ready for Christmas and the holidays, and there's hustle and bustle, and there's magic in the air, and there's excitement, and there's cookies, and there's pies, and there's singing, and there's all these wonderful presents and time together. For some of us who are caregivers, this time of year adds some extra stress. Not only is it a time where our home is changing because of the decorations that are going up and all of the wonderful things that people associate with the holidays, those simple acts can actually sometimes really throw off someone with dementia or Alzheimer's. So we're having to deal with that. We're having to balance that. We're having to figure out how to display our most precious things and the favorite decorations that we have that we love to put out, while also trying to keep them safe from someone who may used to know them and love them, but now doesn't understand that they can't touch them, or they don't understand why they can't carry them around, or they just can't see as well. So it's easy for things to get broken and knocked over. But simple things like setting up a tree in a room can actually cause someone with dementia to not even recognize that room anymore. So what they used to know as home is no longer home. These are all the things that we have to deal with as caregivers, especially when our loved one lives in our home with us. So I wanted to take a moment in the midst of all the chaos and all the fun, hustle and bustle and excitement and the stress and all the things that come along with the holiday season, and share just a little story from my heart to yours. When I first came into this family, my mother-in-law is the wonderful, precious lady that I help care for. And when I first met her about 15 years ago, I was in college. And she used to always save decorating the Christmas tree for when I came home from school. Now, she would go on and set up all the other stuff, but the Christmas tree, that was mine and hers thing to do. It was our favorite thing to do. And so she would always come up with all these cute little ideas. Some years it would be, we're going to do all red and green, and we're going to do feathers in the tree, and we're going to do twigs and berries and all this other fun things coming out of the tree. Some years we tried to make our own bow for the top of the tree, and neither one of us are good at that, so you can only imagine how that turned out. But those are all precious memories that I hold very dear. After 4 years of them living with us now, her dementia is getting worse, and she no longer recognizes ornaments as they are, and she no longer cares about those things. But I found a little moment this year in the midst of all the chaos, and honestly in the midst of some of the sadness of decorating the tree and her not really caring about doing it with me. But I found a quick little moment to share with her, and I wanted to share it with you all too. So because the tree was always our special thing, I got creative this year, and I wanted her to still be part of decorating the tree with me. So one morning, she and I were sitting down. I was drinking my coffee and she was eating her toast, and we had Christmas music going, and I got this random idea, and I pulled out this coloring book, and we grabbed some markers and we just started coloring. It made no sense. There was no rhyme or reason to it. We were definitely not staying in the lines. We were simply having fun. We were talking. We were laughing. We were coloring to the rhythm of the music. We connected. We had some time together. Even though she may not always know who I am, our hearts connected. And that's more important than anything else. But I wanted to share this with you because this is the result of our coloring together. This is simply a little ornament. It's a little wooden ornament that I cut out pieces of that coloring page that we did together. I cut it out and I turned it into a Christmas ornament. And I wrote our names on the back and the year, so that now every Christmas I get to pull this out and I get to hang it on my tree, and I get to remember that there were times that even though she was not able to engage with me and decorate the tree in the way that I always remembered us doing, she was still right there with me, engaging with me and decorating the tree. So as caregivers, I want to challenge you this Christmas. Think outside the box. Think of a way that you can relive some of those most precious moments and precious memories with your loved one. And think of a way to do that in a new way, in a different way. It may not look the same. It certainly isn't pretty, but it's ours. It's our moment together. And I wanted to share that with you and encourage you to find time this Christmas to settle down from all the busyness, whether it's sit down at the piano and sing a Christmas song that you know that they grew up with, whether it's pull out the ornaments or some of your favorite figurines of angels and nutcrackers and whatever you have at your home. Pull them out and share those stories with them. It doesn't have to be a story of, hey mom, don't you remember this? We all know the answer is no. But it could simply be, oh mom, I love this angel. This is the first Christmas present that you ever gave me. Let's talk about that. Engage them differently. Share those moments differently. And maybe you two can end up with some cute little new tradition ornament to hang on your tree. Have a Merry Christmas.